Welcome to the Little House of Horrors. This is what 3 months of building works from Go Building looks like. So starting off with steels that have been partially sliced and then put back, the brown one there. Moving on to steel number 2. Again, structural beam sliced through the bottom and presumably then re-welded when they realized they made a mistake. On to the main area, which you can see is complete tragedy. So this entire floor space was like this until last week when I cleared it out. And the reason I had to clear it out was because we had the structural engineer coming. Now, structural engineer has subsequently pointed out many issues, but the primary one being that this wooden door frame, now not the steel beside it, not the big chunky steel, but the wooden door frame, is the sole thing supporting those timber joists. Now, to make matters worse, these joists run across the roof. 3 of them over here are not purchased onto the steels, so they are free floating, providing absolutely no support. In fact, they're adding weight. So the structural engineer told me I need to clear this out and we need to get props in from a reputable company immediately. So they'll be coming today at 10 o'clock. Today is the 13th of September. Focusing again on structural defects. We've got a load-bearing steel, not level, not straight, but that's hard to show on the camera. But what is easy to show is that it's balanced on and supported by the most ridiculous brickwork you ever did see. So you can see the light coming through there. It's basically just a load of rubble, a sliver of concrete on the top, and then a pad stone propped up. Now, moving on to the goalposts, we have got just bare bricks and bits of wood sitting on top. Absolutely no packing or any mortar to be seen. Now, what they have done, just to hide how much of a bodge they're doing, is just slapped on some icing on the outside. So it's providing minimal support. Now, with regards to steel completion, I mean, it's quite obvious. Between these 2 goalposts, as per structural engineers' diagrams, there's supposed to be another steel connecting these 2. Which just doesn't exist, right? So I fail to see how you can say these are complete when you're missing steels. Moving onwards, you can see that this large row of steel is just sitting on a block of wood. Sitting on a block of wood, sitting on top of a wall that has got missing bricks. You know, this is ready to fall, basically. You know, there's no support there from steel to floor or steel to load-bearing beam, because it doesn't exist. So other minor issues, which are fairly hard to see, is this wall here, completely bowed, basically going around the bend. We've got steels with No bolts to the floor, so just freestanding. Bearing in mind that I have it in writing that steels are complete. Steels are complete, indicating no more steelwork needs done. And clearly that's not the case. Again, not bolted to the floor, not secure. In terms of binding to the brickwork, absolutely non-existent. No binding to the steels to the brickwork, so no support offered there. On both sides, just freestanding steels. Brickwork, unconcreted. Outer leaf brickwork, chipped and broken and falling apart basically. Up there as well. Yeah, something else I missed. The internal steel column is just sitting on the floor. No attempt has been made to confirm whether there is any foundation under this, and no attempt has been made to secure this to the floor. So yeah, I think it's very clear. So in terms of other work not completed, you know, this wall is supposed to be, this door is supposed to be demolished and bricked up, and this bathroom's supposed to be gone, which was supposed to happen in the first 2 weeks, but we're 3 months in and we're no closer. I think that's it from a defect perspective. So we're pending the structural engineer's formal feedback. But yeah, I have it verbally that, and I quote, that this site, 3 months in, is an embarrassment to the building profession.